All right, hello boys and girls. Welcome to a new unit. My name is Miss Winand. I will be one of your teachers this week, and this is...
Hi guys, I'm Mr. Peterman, and I'll be another teacher for the next few weeks. All right, so start off what you will need today for class. You can either have a balloon with a string attached to it, soft stuffed plastic bags, like Walmart bags or any type of plastic bags, stuffed with a string attached to it, or you can have a light ball with a string attached to it. All right, so pretty much what class is going to consist of today. We already did the greetings and I guess you can say attendance. And then we're going to move into our instant activity. And then we're going to be going over what we will be learning. And then we will be focusing on what our activity is. And then we will review and close up the class. All right, so for the warm-up, we're going to go ahead and get loose. We're going to have a little dance party, okay? So if you guys want to go ahead and stand up, make sure you guys are in an open space. You're not going to hit anything. All right, so then when the music starts, we're going to just be moving around, dancing. You can do any kind of dance move you want, as long as it's safe. Let's start. How long are we doing this for, Miss Winand? Yeah, moonwalk. All right, now that we got our bodies moving around a little bit, warmed up a little bit, let's go ahead and get into what we'll be learning. Today we'll be learning soccer and the dribbling and kicking keys of soccer and the skills. All right, so let's start off, why is this stuff important? Dribbling with your feet is a fundamental movement skill that is used in games such as soccer. And then pretty much we'll know that you guys have got it, and you guys will also know that you guys are capable of doing the skills if you guys can use the correct cues for juggling. If you guys can tell which part of your foot we don't use for kicking and dribbling. And then if you guys can modify your at-home equipment for the lesson. All right, so we're gonna have a little health activity, and this week and today's is gonna be about bones. So we're gonna do a little quick review of that.
Hello, boys and girls. Health enhancing activity.
I think you have to turn your mute back on because they can't hear it.
Hello, boys and girls. So for this week's health enhancing activity, we are going to be talking about our bones. So, our bones are what make up our body, actually. So, what would we look like if we didn't have bones? If we didn't have bones, because bones are what hold us up, as you can see in this character here, he's being held up by his bones. And this character does not have bones, so he's kind of floppy. He looks a little bit like he is a plate of Jell-O or a bowl of spaghetti. So if you can imagine you didn't have bones, you'd be flopping all around like this. All right, so remember, our bones help keep us up. They're what give our body structure. how many bones are in your body? So if you look at the skeleton here, there are a lot of bones. We actually have 206 bones in our body, but we only have 206 bones in our body once we stop growing. So when we're born and we're babies, we actually have a lot more bones. And then as we grow, those bones fuse together. And what I mean by fuse is some of those bones combine and form into one singular bone. So if this hand right here is one bone and this hand is another bone, as we grow up and get older, our bones do this. They combine and they fuse together. All right, where are most of our bones found? Most of our bones are actually found in our fingers and our toes. So these bones right here in the fingers and also in the toes, these are called our phalanges. That is where most of the bones in our body are found. So if you think your fingers and your toes are kind of small, how are there so many bones? It's because they're so small and that we can move them so well that there are as many bones there as there are. Where is the biggest bone in our body? The biggest bone in our body is our femur bone. So our femur bone is our thigh bone. So it's above our knee and below our hip. That's your femur bone. That bone is not only the biggest bone in your body, but also the strongest bone in your body. All right, where are the smallest bones in your body? The smallest bones in your body are actually located inside your ear. There are about 3 teeny tiny little bones in your ear, which actually are what help your eardrum to hear. So those tiny bones will vibrate and they will give you sound to your ears. Bones actually make our blood as well. So inside of our bones here, there's this thing called bone marrow. And bone marrow is what helps make our blood cells. Also, what helps make our bones strong? Drinking lots of milk and calcium. Milk has a lot of calcium in it, so it's very good and a very good idea to make sure that we're drinking enough milk, we're eating enough dairy, that's things like yogurt and cheeses, things like that, to help make our bones strong. The more calcium that our bones have, the stronger they will be, and the less likely they will be to break. So, boys and girls, so our bones, remember we have 206 bones inside of our body, and our strongest and largest bone is located in our thigh. That is our femur bone. Our smallest bone is located in our ears, and where the most bones in our body are in our fingers and toes. So remember those facts, boys and girls, and we'll see you next week for the next health enhancing activity.
All right, so hopefully you guys can remember some of that information that Ms. Winand went over about our bones. We're going to move on to our warm-up. If you guys want to get up, we're going to be stretching out our bodies. And we're going to be holding each stretch for about 5 seconds, okay? So first, we're going to start with the quad stretch, all right? So if you guys want to lift your legs up, hold your feet in your hand, pull up a little bit, and we're going to hold this for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now the same thing, but just switch feet, switch legs. Hold your leg up, and we'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now we're going to move on to arm circles, okay? We're going to start by going forwards, okay? So hold your arm straight out and going forward motion, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you guys want to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next we're going to move on to the straddle stretch. All right, so you guys are going to spread your legs out a little bit, okay? You want them to go down straight, or you're going to lean to each side? Straight. All right, so your legs are spread apart. You guys are gonna bend down a little bit, going straight down. You guys should feel it in the back of your legs. Hold this for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now it's time for trunk lifts. You guys are gonna lay down on your backs, kind of in a curl up position. Wait, am I doing the wrong thing?
Yep, Mr. Peterman, you lay.
Oh yeah, that. You want to lay down like Miss Winand over there, not me. All right, so we're gonna get down. Then we're gonna lift our legs and our arms. And so only pretty much your belly and your waist should be on the ground. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. What do we have next? Butterfly stretch. All right. Sit down on your bottoms. Put the bottoms of your feet together. Okay. And you use your elbows to help press your knees down a little bit and put your hands on your feet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now we have the shoulder stretch. You guys, if you want to stay seated, you want to move up.
Awesome.
You know. So for the shoulder stretch, you got grab your arm, pull it across your chest, and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Next we have the side stretch. So we're gonna do both sides. All right. So we're gonna lift one hand up, reach over, bend over, keep going, and hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the other side, with your other hand straight up in the air, bend over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we have lunges, both legs. Okay, we'll just do 5 lunges each leg. Okay, so we'll lean out here. 1, come back up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm gonna do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now we have sit and reach. Sit down, and then with our hands, we go straight out. Try to touch your toes. If you can't, it's all right. Just go as far as you can. And we're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next we have toe touches. All right. So for this, put your feet together, stand straight up. And you want to reach down and try to touch your toes. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good job, guys. Hopefully you guys' bodies are warm now. You guys are ready for the activity.
All right, boys and girls. So, like Mr. Peterman said in the beginning, we're going to be working on our dribbling and kicking skills. So, in order to do that, we have to be able to get familiar with the ball and using our feet first. So, to do that, we're going to be working on juggling. So, like we said in the beginning, you can use, I'm using a plastic bag that's stuffed with plastic bags, and I have a ribbon tied to it. All right, you can also use a balloon tied with a ribbon or string, or you can use a lightweight ball, such as a beach ball, and tie a ribbon or string around that as well. All right, so for juggling, we're gonna be using the laces of our foot, which is where your shoelaces are. the instep or inside of your foot, which will be right here. And you can also use the outside of your foot, which is right here. One part that we will never use on our foot is our toe. So we're never gonna put our toe on the ball. All right, so we're gonna be using a light force, and we are going to be using different parts of our foot. So just like in the GIF right there, you can use the inside of our foot, turn it out your foot. You can use the laces, you'll point your toe for that. And you're not using your toe, remember, you're using your laces or the outside of your foot. All right, so remember, we're using a light force, we're keeping this under control, and we're gonna have some time to explore a little bit. So we're going to practice. So we're gonna see how many times you guys can get this in a row using the inside of your foot, the outside of your foot, and your laces. All right, so I'm gonna do it with you guys. Let's first start with the inside of our foot. See how many in a row you can do with the inside of your foot. All right, let's try with our laces. See how many you can do with the laces. In the air, how many in a row can you do? If you drop it or mess up, that's okay. You can just start right over again. All right, let's use that outside of our foot now. See how many you can do the outside of our foot. Now let's do however you want. See how many in a row you can get using the inside of your foot, outside of your foot, and your laces. Good job, guys. If you want a challenge, you can go ahead and switch to your other foot. Practice using the inside of your not favorite foot. Practice using your laces of that foot. Remember, never use your toe, always your laces. And go ahead and practice with the outside of your foot. And another challenge on that, boys and girls, you can use both feet. See how many in a row you can get.
Good job, guys.
See how fast you can go. Good job, guys. Keep going. A little bit under a minute left to go. Count how many you can do. Choose your favorite one. Whether that's your laces inside of your foot or outside of your foot. Choose your favorite one and see how many you can do here for the last 30 seconds. Good job, guys. Keep working hard. A little bit under 20 seconds left to go here. Good job, guys. See how many you can get in a row. And last 5 seconds here. See how fast you can get them in. And we're done. Good work with that one, boys and girls. All right, oops. All right, activity 2. Now we're gonna be working on kicking. We're gonna use the same object tied to our ribbon so we aren't gonna be kicking balls all over the house. If you have safe space to do it outside, you can use a ball not attached to a ribbon and go ahead and kick it. So how we're gonna do this, you're going to have your ball or your bag or your balloon on the ground in front of you. You're gonna step next to it with your non-kicking foot. You're gonna pretend like there's a bug here and you wanna squash it. So you're gonna squash the bug next to it. Then you're gonna contact the ball with your kicking foot, and you're gonna turn out and point to your target, all right? So pick something in your room or outside and pretend that's your target. That's where you're gonna have your foot end up pointing to. So first, we're gonna be kicking like a penguin with the instep of our foot. So how we're gonna do that? We're gonna squash the bug, turn our foot out, and kick through and point to our target. So squash the bug, turn your foot like a penguin, swing through, and point to your target. All right, and then we're gonna do like a ballerina, same thing. Ball down, squash the bug, point your toe like a ballerina. Remember, we're not kicking with the toe, we're kicking with our laces. And then swing through with your laces. All right, so let's move on to our challenge. All right, so we're gonna practice. We're gonna start with kicking like a penguin. So put the ball down, get your non-kicking foot, squash that bug, turn that foot out, swing through, and point to your target. When you're swinging, you start with your penguin foot like this, and then you turn your foot to your target. So when you hit the ball, you're hitting it with an instep. So remember, here we go. Squash that bug, turn that foot, and kick through. Good job, guys. Let's do one more of those. Squash the bug, turn the foot, swing through and point. Squash the bug, turn the foot, swing through and point. Good job. I love all these penguin moves. Step, squash the bug, turn the foot, kick through and point. All right, now let's move to our ballerina. Remember, we're still going to squash our bug, but instead of turning our foot up like this, we're going to point our foot and swing through with our laces. So, squash your bug, point your foot, and swing through to your target. All right, again, squash your bug, point your foot, swing through to your target. That's a beautiful ballerina. So here we go again. Squash the bug, point your toe, swing through, and point to your target. Good job, boys and girls. Here we go again. Squash your bug, point your toe, swing through to your target. All right, let's speed it up really quick. Squash the bug, point the toe, kick through your target. Can you keep up with that one? All right, let's do it again. Squash the bug, point your toe, kick through to your target. All right, this time, boys and girls, I'm going to be switching it up for you, so you have to listen if you're penguin or ballerina. All right, let's do ballerina. Point your toe. All right, ballerina again. All right, let's try penguin this time. All right, penguin again. Penguin. All right, ballerina. All right, now boys and girls, you guys choose what you want to do here for the last couple seconds. Remember, penguin uses the instep of your foot, the side of your foot, and ballerina, point your toe and use those laces as you kick through. You can get a couple more in here, boys and girls. All right, good job with that one, boys and girls. All right, now we're gonna be moving to dribbling and toe touches. For this one, you're gonna take off your ribbon, or if you have a bag, you can stuff it inside the bag so that you're not going to trip on it. You're gonna use the inside of your foot when you're self-dribbling, when you're stationary dribbling, which is the second picture right here. And that you're just gonna be kicking back and forth to yourself. All right, for toe taps, you're not stepping on it because then it'll flatten out. You're lightly touching it and switching. So if it's too hard to jump, you can switch like this. Or if you want more of a challenge, we can go a little bit faster. All right, so when we're doing this, we want to keep our head up as much as we can. And we want to keep the taps very small so that the ball or whatever object you're using stays with us. All right, so here we're gonna start with some toe taps, all right? So remember, our toe taps are light little touches. Let's start out going slow. All right, let's speed up a little bit, add a little jump. Remember, we're using a light force when we're touching the ball. All right, let's see how fast we can go, speed up. Remember, you want to keep your head up. You don't want to be watching the ball. Good job, boys and girls. Slow it down again. Nice and controlled. All right, see how fast you can go now. If the ball rolls away from you, that's okay. Just go get it and bring it back. Remember, we're not stopping on it because we don't want to pop our balloon or our bag. All right, now we're going to move to our stationary dribbling. So if you remember, using the inside of our foot here, back and forth. Try and keep your head up. And if the ball gets away from you like mine just did, that's okay. Just go get it again, all right? See how fast you can do it here. All right, good job, guys. Now we're going to move into a little bit of a challenge here. I'm going to call out toe taps or dribbles. So if you hear toe taps, we're doing this. If you hear dribbles, we're doing this, all right? So let's start with some dribbles. This is self-dribbling, stationary dribbling. Just little taps to ourselves. And then toe taps. Let's do slow toe taps. Just right in front of us. All right, let's do fast toe taps. Remember, a light foot is going on top of this. All right, back to self-dribbling. All right, boys and girls, now it's your turn. You choose whatever you would like to do. So if you have a mom or a sister or brother there, or an aunt or an uncle, they can call out things for you too. All right, good job, guys. We got about 10 more seconds. Keep going, working on those toe taps. That's self-dribbling. 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. All right, now we have a challenge for you guys. It's gonna be how many toe taps can you do in 60 seconds? So remember, we just did the toe taps, so we should remember how to do those with that light force in our brain. All right, so we're gonna start our timer here for 60 seconds. Everybody get back up and get ready. All right, how many can you do in 60 seconds? This is gonna be a workout, seeing how many you can do here. Remember to count. Woo, I'm getting tired, so I have to slow down there, and that's okay too. There we go, your soft toe taps. If you feel more energy, you can go ahead and speed up again. We're almost done. 20 more seconds, guys, keep going. Remember to keep counting. All right, last 10 seconds coming up. All right, good job, boys and girls. That one was a tough challenge. Mr. Peterman, how many toe taps did you get in?
I think it was like 52.
Good job. You guys can also let us know how many toe taps you guys did in your flipgrid. So you guys can access your flipgrid through this link, or you can use your parent or guardian's smartphone. All they have to do, take their camera out and scan that code right there. All right, so the questions that we have today, show us how you juggle. So remember, that was us using our laces, the instep or inside of our foot, and the outside of our foot. All right, and the next question, what part of your foot do you not, or what part of your foot do you use? I just gave that away when I was explaining to you how you juggle. What parts of our foot did we use? All right, and again, what kind of force is used or was used today? What kind of force were we using when we were doing the toe taps? Was it a heavy force or a hard force? I don't know.
All right, so for next class, you guys will need a ball of some sort. You guys can either roll up some balls, roll up some socks, and make a ball. If you have a soccer ball, you can bring that. Any kind of ball or anything you can make a ball with, bring it. A balloon, and then 4 cones or markers. You can use anything as a ground marker. It can be a shoe, a Band-Aid, a sock, it doesn't matter. Just 4 things that you can mark on the ground.
All right, and again, if you guys need more information about Salisbury University's homeschool PE program, you can visit this link or scan this QR code. We're looking forward to seeing you guys all back next week, and we'll see you then.
See you guys. Thank you.